Hello gliders, I wanted to show you a quick trick for creating categories in your app that update with the information in your sheet automatically. So I made this sample sheet with groceries. We have some foods here: milk, steak, chicken, carrots, and apples, and the aisles that those foods are in. So let's make an app out of this. Choose the groceries spreadsheet, and here's a simple app that lists the groceries. Now, let's say I want to add another tab in this app that shows all of the aisles, so you can see all the food gathered in each aisle. How do I do that? I'm going to make a new sheet called aisles, and I'm going to make a column called aisle. Now, how do I gather all of these aisles without repeating them from this sheet? There's a formula called unique that gathers the unique rows in the provided source range. So I'm going to choose this formula and then pick this column from the other sheet. And now I have aisle, dairy, meat, and produce. So you can see that meat and produce are not repeated. But there's this strange issue here where it repeats the column title. So I'm just going to make an offset. So I'm just going to say, give me the unique values of range B2 through the end of B, and that skips aisle. And I'll format this and increase the font size just so it's a little bit easier to see. So we have dairy, meat, and produce. So now if we add a new food item, let's have bananas in the produce section, you'll see that it's not repeated, but if we add mango pickle, one of my favorite condiments, sometimes this is called the ethnic food section. I didn't name it, it's called that sometimes. You'll see that we have a new aisle in this sheet. So in our app, we can reload, and now we have an aisles tab, and with all the aisles that we listed. So you can see mango pickle was added in our foods, and we can browse the aisles, but there's no content here. So how do we list the food items for each aisle? We're going to make a reference column. So we'll say the food in each aisle is, go to the foods sheet, pick the aisle column, and match multiple items. And we want to copy all of these values into this column, so you can use this syntax with brackets. So we want to say A2 through the end of the column. So this will just mirror all of these values over here. So if we get a new column again, let's add another food item that sometimes in the ethnic is matzah. You should definitely put mango pickle on your matzah. Happy Passover. So you can see that that doesn't create a new column, but back in our app, we can pull in the new data, and if we go to our aisles, we can now add an inline list of all the food items. So in the ethnic section, we have mango, pickle, and matzah. Let's use a column layout, not calendar, columns, mango, pickle, and matzah. And if we go to meat, steak, and chicken, so now we have a list of all of our foods, and then we have a list of all of the aisles, which automatically categorize all of our foods. So you can see dairy, the dairy aisle has milk, but if we add almond milk to dairy, we already had a unique dairy aisle, so it won't be repeated here. And in our app, this would get updated. So now we have almond milk in the dairy aisle. So this is how you can create categories that automatically derive from other data in your sheet and then show them in your app to group information. Thanks.